not subscribed to our channel, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button as shown above. Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology. In today's video, we are going to cover one more important transit, that is Rahu is going to enter into the Bharani Nakshatra on 14 June 2022 and he is going to stay here till 20th Feb 2023. So for almost 8 months, Rahu is going to be in the Bharani Nakshatra. So in this video, let us try and understand the impact of this transit on all of us, as well as at a world stage or world level. So now look at this chart. This is the chart on 14 June 2022 when Rahu is entering into the Bharani Nakshatra. Now, where does the Bharani Nakshatra lie? It lies in the sign of Aries or Mesh, and it is the second nakshatra in the zodiac belt. The first nakshatra is the Ashwini Nakshatra, which spans 13 degree 20 minutes. The next nakshatra is the Bharani Nakshatra, which again spans 13 degree 20 minutes. So till now, Rahu was in Kritika, and now he is entering into the Bharani Nakshatra. Kritika is the nakshatra after Bharani. We also know Rahu moves in a direction opposite to all other planets. Now let us understand the Bharani Nakshatra. What is the symbol of the Bharani Nakshatra? The Bharani Nakshatra is symbolized by a woman trying to give birth to a child, and therefore it symbolizes the birthing process. It symbolizes going through pain to achieve something greater, to achieve a greater good. So what happens is, when you are born with the Bharani Nakshatra, or you have the Bharani Nakshatra prominent in your chart, then you tend to take on the pain of others, or you tend to take a lot of pain for a greater purpose or a greater good. The Bharani Nakshatra is also symbolized by the female reproductory organ. Now, what is the meaning of this? The first nakshatra in the zodiac belt is the Ashwini Nakshatra, and Ashwini Nakshatra represents quickness. It is the nakshatra of transport. So it is ruled by Ketu. Ashwini Nakshatra is ruled by Ketu, and therefore this being the first nakshatra in the zodiac belt, it means it is through Ketu that life first arrives in the womb. Now the second nakshatra, that is the nakshatra of Bharani, is ruled by Shukra or Venus, and Venus, as we know, represents the reproductory organs. So people born in this nakshatra, they are very good looking, they have attractive eyes, and they have a bit of sensuality and promiscuousness within them. One more thing to remember is that when we are in the womb, we are dependent on the mother for our nourishment. So Bharani Nakshatra also symbolizes nourishment. Venus or Shukra also symbolizes nourishment and food. Which means that when any planet is placed in this nakshatra in your natal chart, you become dependent on the person represented by that planet. For example, if moon is placed in this nakshatra at the time of your birth, throughout your life you will depend a lot on your mother for many things. If sun is present in this nakshatra, you will depend on your father or your boss for many things. So this nakshatra also represents the person or the thing which will make you dependent. Now let me move to the next level. The deity of the Bharani Nakshatra is Yama, the god of death, and therefore this nakshatra also represents a transformation. We all die and then we are reborn again, and this nakshatra therefore represents the process of rebirth or transformation. Now it is very difficult to meet Yama, and there is a short story which I will tell you now. So once upon a time, there was a king and he had a son called Nachiketa. Now the king was giving away cows to Brahmins. Nachiketa noticed that the king was not giving away good cows to the Brahmins. He was giving away old cows who would not give enough milk to the Brahmins. And so Nachiketa told his father that you give them something which is useful. Don't give them these old cows as they will be overburdened. Nachiketa said this multiple times, and finally the king got enraged and he said, I will give you to Yama. Nachiketa was a highly spiritual soul, and therefore immediately he was transported to the realm of Yama, the god of death. Now it is very difficult to meet Yama. Yama was not there in Yamlok at that time, and the guards would not allow Nachiket to enter Yamlok because he was still having a human body. You can meet the god of death only once you physically die. So Nachiketa waited at the gates of Yamlok, and 3 days later, Yama came there and he was shocked to see a small boy waiting for him for 3 days. Yama felt a bit bad and he told him, I will give you anything you want. If you want money, I will give it to you. If you want a house, I will give it to you. So he tempted him with different kinds of riches. But Nachiketa said, I am not interested in all this. I just want the knowledge of life and death and what lies beyond life and death. Now, Yama did not want to give this knowledge to anyone, but seeing Nachiketa's devotion and persistence, Yama imparted this knowledge to Nachiketa. And therefore, one prominent characteristic of this nakshatra is, if this nakshatra is prominent in your chart, then you will often be tempted by different gifts, different offerings by different types of people in your life. So, in short, people will try to bribe you to achieve a specific purpose. But what you should ultimately choose is knowledge and not the specific bribes or temptations that are given to you. Now, just some time back, I told you that when a planet is in Bharani Nakshatra, you become dependent on the person signified by that planet. So, let us say Moon is there in the Bharani Nakshatra. You will be heavily dependent on your mother. But remember that a child can be in the womb only for 9 months. And then the baby has to be born. It has to come out in this harsh world. So the same thing happens when the person signified by the planet in Bharani Nakshatra leaves you. You suddenly feel that your world has come down crashing. So if say you have your 10th house lord or you have the sun or Jupiter in this nakshatra, then it is quite possible that you are heavily dependent on your father or on your boss at work. And if the boss changes, then suddenly you might resign. Or if something happens to your father, it is just like your entire world has collapsed. So the advice for people born in this nakshatra is to reduce that dependency gradually. Try to become independent rather than depending too much on someone, because when that loss occurs in your life, you will be completely shattered. One more thing to remember is that Saturn gets debilitated at around 28 degrees in the Bharani Nakshatra. And Saturn is never comfortable here. So when Saturn is in this nakshatra, generally you will feel that you do not get enough affection from your mother. So it is like you will treat that woman as a stepmother, or in your real life also you may have a stepmother and you may feel that she does not love you enough. Now, Bharani Nakshatra is also considered as the birth nakshatra of Rahu. It is ruled by Rahu's guru, that is Shukracharya. So in reality, Rahu should be very comfortable here. But the deity of Bharani Nakshatra is Yama, and Yama defines rules. Yama defines guidelines. It is Yama who gives you the fruits of your karmas. And therefore, people born in this nakshatra, they are expected to abide by certain rules, certain principles in life. Now, what happens when Rahu comes in this nakshatra? Rahu is a rebel. He will never abide by principles, he will never abide by guidelines. Rahu represents going out of the way, breaking boundaries. So, if this is your 7th house of partnership or marriage, and now Rahu enters this house, it is quite likely that you will break the boundaries, go for an extramarital affair, and that will affect your married life badly. Rahu in this nakshatra increases the sexual desire within people, and therefore, when Rahu transits into this nakshatra, the attraction towards the opposite sex increases, and in that process, many wrong things, many crimes will be committed across the world. Bharani Nakshatra is also associated with healing. Why is this so? Because Venus rules this nakshatra. Venus knows the Sanjivani Vidya, and therefore this nakshatra is associated with healing. So many people with a prominent moon in this nakshatra may work as nurses in hospitals, as doctors who heal people. But now let us put Rahu here. Rahu will also want to heal people, but he will do it in a very unconventional way. It will not be the traditional medicine approach. So Rahu will break the boundaries. Rahu will invent something new to heal others. And Rahu is also obsession. So it will make you obsessed with wanting to heal people. If people don't come to you to get cured, you will search for people and try to heal them. Or you can even make certain people fall sick and then heal them. So that is the extent to which Rahu can break the boundaries in this nakshatra. Now with Rahu in the Bharani nakshatra, it can make you break all the rules which are defined by Yama. And therefore, this can cause you great harm. So in this period when Rahu is in Bharani nakshatra, whatever happens, please try to abide by the set rules. Do not try to break them, because that can get you into unwanted trouble. Now, because this nakshatra represents healing, Rahu also represents out of the box thinking. Uranus, who is there in this sign, also represents eccentricity. Uranus is also in Bharani, and therefore this is a time when unconventional inventions in the healthcare sector, in the medical sector will come to the fore. So just recently I read about some pill which can cure a disease such as cancer. So this pill was tested on multiple patients and it was found that the tumors suddenly disappeared. This could be an impact of Rahu moving into Bharani Nakshatra. So Rahu, in short, provides unconventional ways of healing when associated with this nakshatra. Now say this is the 9th house in your chart. The sign of Aries is the 9th house in your chart, and Rahu is in Bharani nakshatra. Now the 9th house is associated with religion, with spirituality, and Rahu is associated with rebellion. So you might feel that your own religion is not good enough. You will not believe in the principles set by your own religion when Rahu is in the 9th house in Bharani nakshatra. Rahu here can also make you deeply interested in occult sciences, especially if this is your 8th house from the ascendant. Rahu also represents materialism to the highest level. Venus also represents pleasures. So when Rahu enters into this nakshatra, this being the first sign in the zodiac belt, it represents something new, and therefore you will be drawn towards new things, new attractions when Rahu is in the Bharani nakshatra. Now you have to be on your guard because Rahu is an illusion. what you think is really beautiful may not in reality be beautiful. So, what may happen is Rahu is a cheat, and in this period, you may be dependent on a person who is actually trying to cheat you. For example, you may fall in love with a girl or a girlfriend, and that girlfriend may be very beautiful to look at, but because Rahu is present here, it is quite possible that she might double cross you or cheat you in this time period. So be on guard, do not fall for false attractions in this time period. Keep your eyes open, keep your mind open, take logical decisions, see what is going around you, become more aware, and don't fall for false fantasies. Now, within a few days, that is around June 27th, Mars is going to join with Rahu and Uranus. However, Mars will first be in the Ashwini Nakshatra, but still it will be in the same zodiac sign. And that is a period when you need to be careful, especially while traveling by aeroplanes, because aeroplane crashes can increase after June 27th. I have made a separate video on Mars conjuncting with Rahu and Uranus. You can watch that video. In this video, I will not go into that depth. On the world stage, since Rahu is in the first house of the zodiac belt and is also in the nakshatra, which signifies nourishment, which signifies attraction, it is clear that people will fall for false things, false attractions, and Rahu will finally break that illusion. So many secrets will come out. Many people will be exposed for what they are truly. So those things are going to happen on a world stage when Rahu enters the Bharani Nakshatra. So from now on, you will see many scandals coming out. Now, Venus is also associated with the film line, with musicians, with creative work. And when Rahu enters the Bharani Nakshatra, it enhances the creativity. So you will find good films, creative music in this time period coming to the fore. But at the same time, Rahu is cheating, Rahu is scandals. So scandals associated with film personalities, with musicians, with the film industry will also come out in this time period in a big way. Now remember, Aries is the sign where Sun gets exalted. And when Rahu is present in this sign, it is dangerous for people in power, people holding high positions in industries, in organizations. So what this Rahu does is, it creates a danger for such people, say politicians in power, people holding high positions such as CEOs, CFOs in organizations. So when Rahu is in Bharani, you need to be very ethical. Otherwise, this Rahu can trap you into some kind of scandal and spoil your image. Now this nakshatra of Bharani represents nourishment. Rahu represents extreme desire. And therefore Rahu's presence in Bharani nakshatra will increase the price of food, will increase inflation in the world. So Rahu in Bharani nakshatra can inflate food prices and also cause a lot of inflation and hunger crisis in the world. Now the entire zodiac sign of Aries or Mesh is ruled by Mars. So definitely the Martian influence also comes into play. And when it combines with Rahu and Venus's energy in Bharani, anger issues will increase in the general public, protests will increase, civil wars can happen in different countries. This is the negative side of this transit. But as I explained earlier, there are also many good things, new innovations, new inventions in the healthcare sector, in the aerospace industry. All these things are good things. So friends, this is my short analysis of Rahu transit in the Bharani Nakshatra from 14 June 2022 till 20th Feb 2023. For any consultations, please write to us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com and we'll be glad to assist you. You can also visit our website as shown in the screen. So, friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Take care and stay safe. We'll see you soon shortly with another video.